Pull. Come on, muscles.
Hello,
Hello.
welcome to our testimonial. Thank you for taking time today.
I am a 48-year-old mom of two adult sons. I work and live in the Tampa Bay area as a registered nurse in a PRN pool situation, so it's kind of flexible. I work out for a hobby. I like to be very active, listen to live music, go out with friends. That's kind of what I do on my downtime. I guess I would actually say a couple things. One is like the plethora of information, options, and things to do out there, what to do, not to do, or whatever, and just kind of knowing what to do or not do. So I was, just doing lots of things. And then just not really being like intentional with my workouts. I was just working out, whatever happened. But prior to coaching, no one ever really asked me, and I didn't ask myself, why am I doing what I'm doing? What's my purpose, or what's my goal, or what am I shooting for? So I was just kind of doing it all. Well, I dabbled in lots of group exercises, classes, excuse me, for a couple of reasons. One was because I was just getting into all of this. I went from that person who was like, oh my gosh, I'll never sweat. Let me just walk this treadmill, to like, yeah, I'm gonna die during this workout. I know I am. So just kind of seeing what I liked, what all was out there. And I would even, try with different instructors to see their style or their methods, or, what kind of cues they gave. And then, because that was the other thing, different instructors did do things differently or give different verbal cues throughout the class. So, that was helpful. So I preferred some over the other. The downside of that is that most of the instructors, weren't able to do that, because most classes are 10 to 40 people. And those instructors, they lead a class, and that's what they do. And that's their part-time gig. And that's, their extra thing that they do. So I don't feel like fully invested in what all goes into it. So, anyway, so I just tried that. And then of course the internet, the internet is dangerous. You find a video, you're like, oh, it says do this. And then you find another one that says, oh, that's wrong. So, yeah,
Yeah.
not working so great. Uh, this is my favorite question.
I'm excited to hear it.
Because through my group exercise experience, I met an instructor who is unlike any other, totally different, like the most focused, intentional, best instructor I've ever encountered, who constantly addressed my form. And really, before that, I was like somewhat mindful, but whoa. And then what difference it makes, the do's and don'ts, but also like the education. And the icing on the cake for me is the why behind why you do what you do, or why you don't do what you do. Because that just helps me understand better and make better decisions and be more aware and whatever. And so, with this instructor, I was like, oh, I'm missing a lot. I'm missing out on a lot. And then guess what? She started Friend Americo. So yeah. That's because there it was, like I knew like this is the place to be. Well, this might be another favorite question, but no, I think, but second favorite. Okay. Because lucky for me, I had a sneak peek of what was going to be in the package. The work ethic, and passion behind my coach. So I knew what to expect, and my experience so far has superseded any expectations, because along the way, she's helped me work definitely on proper form, but educated me, challenged me, reminded me multiple times on form, and has worked with me on the tougher days. We all have our days, our mental health days, where it's just hard to really choose to do the thing. So sometimes it was very hard for me to just do it, but we worked through that together and made adjustments, whether we needed to change it from like, a sweaty workout to breathing or yoga. So I just feel like whatever the moment is, I'm always supported in it. Well,
Look at those guns.
My shoulders.
Flex it, get it.
So many successes because, as I was thinking about this, I was like, any physical improvement we have is success. So basically everything I do, because nothing is perfect and everything is always a work in progress. There's always something different, better, stronger, building on. You can always grow. So I feel like any physical improvement is success, or changes and habits that we need to change or whatever. So when I was thinking back to like my first back bend, I knew I was going to die. I knew I was going to hit the ground. 911, here we go. But I didn't know. I was scared to death. And another thing I remembered was one of those things where you are on your knees and you hop up into a squat with in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how much I spent more time hesitating and getting block of doing that? And now it's like, whoop, 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 I can just do it. So, so just little things like that. Those are little memories for me. Improvements.
Yeah. I mean, now we're working on like back bend kickovers and things of that nature.
So much stuff to do.
There's so much stuff to do.
There is. Yeah, I was thinking, it would be, is it inhumane or unhuman like? I put unhuman like, inhumane, not to encounter challenges when we're trying to improve our lifelong habits or our lifelong wiring that affects our habits, how they're connected. But for me, the way to overcome them is to acknowledge them out loud to my support system. So I get the feedback I need. And sometimes being reminded how far I've come, or just accepting whatever it is in the moment for what it is. So that's basically how I overcome it. So you can remind me how strong I really am when I feel so weak sometimes.
But you're so strong. You're so strong.
And most days I feel that, and then we have our moments we don't. And so I love your support anyways. But you don't know to support me if I don't voice it and say it. So you acknowledge it and speak it to someone.
Exactly. Yeah.
I can't, this is a work in progress. I've incorporated things here and there, and obviously not as consistently as I like, but it's a work in progress because holistically there's so much involved in that, and how much energy you give to what on what day it just varies. So I feel like I have a lot of work to do, but I am way more mindful than I used to be. I do listen to what is said. I do read what is written, so I can start tucking those nuggets away and start incorporating them I think the first step is just being more mindful. And then you can like start doing actions after that. I've also been in therapy for about a year now, just to kind of help identify and rip out the bullshit belief systems that are ingrained that affect my emotions and moods and decisions, and what I do, why I do or don't do. I journal, so which is newer for me too. I listen to different podcasts that help me grow in different areas, whether some of them are financial, some of them are, psych related, mental health related, whatever. So I've added some things in my diet. I've taken some things out of my diet. So I'm kind of like a little buffet right now, a buffet of samples. I take working to breathe, be silent and breathe more. And definitely I want to am working to incorporate more yoga in my life.
Yeah.
It's way more beneficial than I even knew till I got introduced to it.
I remember when you originally said you were like, I couldn't go to yoga, I couldn't do yoga, and I was like, just try it with me, just try it.
Yeah.
Now here we are, and you're like, I need more yoga.
Dude, every time I do it, I think I need more of this. Now, I don't think that after a Cali sweat sesh, those aren't my thoughts. I'm like, I survived, I lived. Yoga is like, I need more of that in my life.
It's a yin and the yang,
Yeah. The unconditional love and support. No matter where I am, you meet me where I am, and no judgments. It's just listening and listening, and sometimes advice and sometimes no advice. It just depends. I think I can ask you anything just about, I'm pretty sure about nutrition, body mechanics, scientific answers, and what I love about that and what makes it more valuable to me is that it's not just your 9-to-5 job. It is who you are. These are things you've learned, you've incorporated, you've tried, you've applied, you've seen. So it's not just based on, I read it in a book. It's more than that. It's, I've tried this, I feel that. When I do this, it's that. When I don't do this, it's that. So it's like the whole little package.
A heart-shaped package, apparently.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It's just those moments really when I did something I never thought I could do, like the back bend without killing myself. The first assisted kickover, when doing stuff on the bars, playing around on the bars. I mean, because it's like, wow, in my head, I'm like, there's no way I could do that. But you're like, you could do this. And I trusted and I did. So just those moments. And I think, those days where I do need a little extra petting is what I call it.
Loving.
Or I'm extra whiny, and you're like, you're not whiny, and or you call me on it, which I love too. Did you die? No, actually I didn't. I sweated. I didn't. But anyway, so yeah. So just moments like that. I mean, I don't have like just a big aha moment, because there's been like little nuggets along the way that have made a difference. Yeah.
Little aha moments.
Yeah, little aha moments.
Those are the best though, when you do something that you never thought your body would be able to do before.
Yeah. Yeah, so I am a poor timekeeper, so I'm not good about weekly or even monthly progress. Like, I'm better at 1 year shots. Like, oh, you did something. Look at where you were a year ago. And then I'm like, oh my God, look at where I was.
Mhm.
So I don't think I don't measure progress in numbers or pounds or anything like that. It's just overall mental health and wellness, and where am I, and even physical. What can I do now that I couldn't do? Like, that's progress, and I don't, you know, do the monthly thing, but I do like the reminders, like, oh, remember you couldn't even do this, or you could only do that.
Yeah.
So, and those reminders, so I can be like, okay, and who knows where I'll be next year. So it gives me something to look forward to. So, um, if I didn't have coaching, I wouldn't have that, because you think I'm going to do this on my own, be like, oh, I can't do this. Oh, wait, let me look back to a year ago. Look, Jennifer, look what you were a year ago. No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to say more of the same, more of the same, choosing to move and do something, even on days I feel like doing nothing. If I do something, it's better than nothing. Even if it's not what I planned or expected, keep choosing to do it. And and I know, because I've seen you through the past couple years, like you grow, you change, you update, you improve,
Mhm.
you are forward thinking, and maybe something's good this day, and now, oh, months later, now we know this, and maybe we should do something different or whatever. So
Mhm.
easy answer for that is more of the same. I feel like I equated it to, I am the little engine that could, but the engine can't if nobody's putting the coal in to go. So that's what I feel like. I'm the little engine that can, and my coach is the one putting the coal in, right?
I love it.
Because if I don't have my fuel, if I don't have my support and all the things I get from coaching, then I'm just going to be there on the tracks. I won't have what I need to propel forward. So that's kind of how I see it.
I love that. You are totally that little engine that could. Do it. You are worth it. There's only one of you, and you are given this life. No one else can do the things that you were made to do, or be the person you were made to be, and whoever's lives that you encounter, and your health and wellness is worth it. It's an investment, and it's worth it. Do it. That's my, just do it. And I'm not stealing from Nike. Just do it. Just say yes. Just yes.
Say yes.
Awesome.
It
Well,
is. It's an investment, and I don't think, and honestly, that's something I never saw. I'm like, invest in myself. Now I go to all the therapies. I have a coach. I go to mental health therapy. I go to
I've had physical therapy, massage therapy. Like I'm in all the therapies now because you know what? My health and wellness is worth it. I'm worth it. And it's a journey, especially when you're not raised or brought up that way. So
Yeah.
life is short. Invest in yourself. Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time out of doing this today.